In order to delete a picture, what you want to do, first go ahead and go into the playback mode. Just move the mode switch over to the blue playback icon so you can see the pictures that you've already taken. Now, one thing you can do is very simply this little blue trash can icon in the down navigation button down here. You can press that once and choose erase. Just hit the set button to choose erase. Press either the trash can icon at this point to escape, or just move over to cancel and hit set again to escape if you don't want to erase that picture. And you can just scroll through your images using the left and right navigation buttons, finding an image that you want to erase, and you can erase it that way one by one. But if you wanted to erase more than one picture at a time, or even all your pictures, what you need to do is go into the main menu. Go ahead and press the menu button down here at the bottom to access the main menu, and go down to erase and go ahead and hit set. This will give you a few different options on how you want to erase. You can erase by selected images, which means go ahead and hit set to enter that function. And you just hit set. Down here it gives you brief instructions. Go ahead and hit set in order to mark the images you want to delete. So I would hit set and I would have this little check mark at the top, and I have one image so far selected. I can go over to the next picture and hit set, and so on, one after the next, choosing whichever one I want to delete. Once I'm done selecting those images, I can just press the menu button to escape. Then it asks me if I really want to erase those pictures I've selected or not. And I just move over to OK and hit the set button again to erase them. Now, hit the menu button. Let's go back in there. Go down to erase and hit set. I can also choose a range of images, which means if I have a series of pictures that I took that I know that I don't want that entire series, what I can do is hit set. The first image chosen for you is simply the last image that you viewed in the LCD screen. And you can change that by hitting set in order to choose a different image. And you can use the left and right navigation buttons. You can also, remember we're in the playback mode, so you can zoom out to get a thumbnail view of all the pictures that you have. You can zoom out and see all the pictures that you've got, and then more quickly access that picture that you want to erase and hit set to select that image as the start of your range. Press the right navigation button to move over to the last image in the range. Again, it just chooses the same image that you last selected. Press the set button once again. Find the last image in the range that you want to select. Go ahead and hit set again, and that range of, in this case, 5 images is selected, and you can just go down to erase and hit set in order to erase those images. Now, let's go ahead and zoom in so we can get out of this thumbnail view. I'll go ahead and hit menu once again. The other thing you can do, go down to erase, hit set. You have selected images by range. You can choose date, you can choose category if you created categories, and you can choose folder if you know that you want to get rid of an entire folder, or if you created a folder that you know you want to get rid of. But if you go down to the last option, it is all images. And typically I don't use this, and that's because there's a much, much better way of erasing all the images and much safer and healthier for the memory card. I'll show you that right now. Go ahead and hit menu to escape the erase menu. And what you want to do when you want to erase all the images is go up and go over to the Setup tab. Now go down, and you want to select Format. Format will erase everything from the memory card, just like Erase All, but what it does that Erase All does not do is erase any files that the camera may not recognize. What I mean by that is when you download from the camera, either by the USB cable or if you take the memory card out and use a memory card reader, the computer sometimes leaves information or files on that memory card that the camera can't use. So they take up some space, and it's much healthier if those are completely removed and the camera formats the memory card the exact way it knows how. So in order to do that, come down here to Format, hit the Set button, and it will ask you whether you are sure you want to format or not. Just go over to OK and go ahead and click Set. And I highly recommend doing this after every time you download pictures. Of course, before doing this, you should definitely make sure that all the pictures you downloaded made it onto the computer and you can see them all. Then go ahead and place the memory card back in the camera or unplug the USB port and format the memory card. Much, much better. Finally, let's say you have a lot of pictures on the memory card, but you don't want to erase all of them. You have 200 pictures on the memory card, but you only want to keep about 4 of them. So you can't choose Erase All, and going through and selecting one by one would be very, very tedious. So what you can do is go over to the Play menu. Now you can go all the way back up as I did before and then over to the Playback menu, but I'll show you this. If you use the Zoom lever, left will move to the left tab and right will move to the right tab. I'll just push it over to the left and jump over to the Playback menu a little faster. Now if you go down and instead of going into Erase, choose Protect, go ahead and hit Set. And then what you want to do is select those few images that you want to protect. Go ahead and hit Set once again, and we'll go ahead and press the Set button in order to protect this image. So press that, and you can see a little key at the bottom here indicates that this image is protected. And we'll go back and we'll press Set here, and we'll go back and we'll press Set here. So I've got those pictures set and they have been protected. Now I want to escape this menu, so hit the menu button to get out of here and hit the menu button again to escape the Protect menu. Now I'll go back up to Erase, choose Set, and then I'll go down to choose All Images. Now I can't format because formatting really will erase everything including those protected images. So in this case, I do want to choose Erase All. So go ahead and hit Set, choose OK, hit Set again, and all those images, other than the 3 that I have protected, have now been erased. To find out much more about digital photography and your digital camera, go to lbguides.com.